Hey everybody, it's JB from Darkside Records here. I just wanted to give you a really quick note before we get to the podcast. Before we get to the... JJ's here.
Oh, yeah.
And Berto's here.
Hi.
I didn't say he was happy to be here. I just said he's here.
I'm here for the foreplay.
You're in luck, my friend. That's what we're doing. Really quick, before we get to the podcast and all the bullshit that's associated with that. Hey.
Are you talking about the internet?
We are talking about the internet.
No.
It's on computers now.
And I hear that most people, kids and otherwise nowadays, have these things called phones.
Go on.
Which they never use to call anybody.
Mm-hmm.
They just use things called apps.
That's because they also have anxiety.
Well, quell some of that anxiety by downloading the brand new motherfucking Darkside Records app.
Yeah.
Available in the Apple and Android App Store. You can preview music, see new releases, reserve upcoming releases, and just straight out buy shit.
You get all the latest news, you can get updates from us, you can get access to everything that's going on in the store, all right at the tips of your greasy little fingers.
Resting comfortably against your thigh.
Maybe
Maybe
that's bad. Shouldn't you? You're not supposed to put the phone in your front pocket.
Oh, I always do.
Is it? Oh.
I like those. I like the way those microwaves feel.
It's confusing.
I keep mine in the front pocket. Yeah.
He already had kids, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
this
yeah-
explains why they're kind of weird.
So go to the App Store, download our new app, go to darksiderecords.com, check it out. You can find links to downloading the app there. If you're not familiar with how to do that,
It's not for you. The internet's not for
Yeah,
you.
we
You're
should-
being left behind.
we should probably have a talk. What the hell? If you don't understand how all that shit works, come on into the store.
We'll
put it on your
download
phone
it for you.
Come on. We'll put it on your phone.
Oh, you're
We'll take care of
opening
you.
a can of worms there. What? What do you want me to say? I got nothing. What are you looking at me for?
All right, let's get to the podcast.
This is the Darkside Records and Gallery podcast.
Oh, dude, your sandals stink. I don't. There was a lingering, pungent funk.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
God, this is gonna be a bad night. Oh, it's like mustard
It's
gas.
still there?
It's
Still
still
smell
like
it?
it's lingering. Like I'm in the trenches of World War I. So don't look at me like that. I know
maybe
history.
I
I
will.
know history. Don't look so shocked. It's still over here.
When you
This is.
this is your punishment for
This is
making that
appalling.
that
I
Poison
barely
gas
made a
joke.
joke. I barely got there.
Yeah,
it's your
from
sandals. It's a mouth breather kind of night.
Oh, good.
You want me to get some incense?
No. Let's just do it. We're just gonna do
It's
it.
pretty offensive.
It's. I mean, if
the
you're
gentlest way you could phrase that.
Is it?
Floating around
okay,
the
welcome to
room
the
now.
Darkside Podcast. Black Friday records. Boom, done. What kind of incense did you get?
I always burn the Blend 22 because they give us free packs of it.
I don't know if I'm really partial to that. Can you go back and get some else?
Oh, God. You got this one that smells like shitty feet.
Blend 22 smells like sandals.
It feels like we're doing a seance.
Well, if we get like, if we can ever get like, what's his name, the head of the Church of Satan to come. Maybe
Anton
he'll-
LaVey.
No,
He's
I
dead.
think he's dead. Yep.
What?
I mean, he can still be on the podcast, so this would be a very one-sided interview.
Next thing you're going to tell me Chuck Berry is also dead. Did Aaron kill him too?
No, her powers only extends to musicians that she hates when JJ plays it in the house. That means Neil Young is next. Sorry, Neil.
Oh, that's rough. Well, now that you've said it and
I know.
validated
I know.
it,
I put it in the ether.
you gave
so-
her power.
Well,
Oh, God.
on the other hand, he did just announce a new album coming out December 2nd.
Did he?
Yep. So it's what,
Another one?
number 4 this year or something?
Oh, God.
Well, there was one that's secret album. I don't know if that counts. The one that was recorded.
The Hitchhiker.
Yeah.
It counts. I mean, there has to be at least one a quarter a Neil Young release, it seems like.
So he's going by the Melvins School of Album
When
releases.
was the last?
Just
when was the
crank
last
'em
one he
out.
did? It was.
Peace Trail.
He did the one with Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real.
Next one is also with Lucas Nelson and Promise of the Real.
Okay.
He toured with them, right? When we saw
Yeah.
him.
Yep. Yeah. So there's potential. I don't know what particular subject matter it's about, but I'm sure it's something.
Probably something not at all controversial.
No,
Yeah.
Very mainstream. And
Playing it safe at this point in his career. Yeah.
it's going for the hits.
Yeah, he's come this far. So, hey, everybody, welcome to the Darkside Records podcast. This is, of course, a podcast brought to you by the good folks at Darkside Records, located
That's us.
611 Duchess Turnpike in Poughkeepsie. This is a podcast dedicated to music, the music industry, vinyl records, beers, Neil Young,
Concept albums.
concept albums.
I was going to say genital debate because we do often talk about dicks.
True.
That's the classiest way you could say that. This is a podcast about genital debate. We just talk about dicks the whole time.
Yep.
That's all it is. So as always, I'm JB.
I'm JJ.
I'm Berto.
Hey, Berto.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
You saw me like 2 weeks ago.
Did you get married?
I did.
How's that?
It's good. It's good. Good time. Aren't you getting married?
I am getting married. I'm
Okay.
getting married. Does your wife listen to this podcast?
Sometimes.
Is it weird calling her your wife?
Not really. I've gotten used to it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's been several months, so,
Right.
I'm good.
I've started doing it early. Like, I'm getting married next year and in September. And I just already call her my wife.
He just wants to do the Borat voice, though.
That's pretty much it. It helps me because I can sort of get in the swing going forward, but it's just way more confusing for everybody else, especially people in like professional contexts, like postmen and lawyers and things, where they're like, "Wait, so you're married?" And I'm like, "No, it's just, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's just she's Jenny. She's over there."
Talking to a lot of postmen, are you?
Look,
Did you make a career of talking to postmen?
I just enjoy getting mail. I know this is a really stupid thread to go down, but I really enjoy getting mail, and I've ordered a bunch of things recently for some reason, like all in a batch kind of together, and it's this kind of exciting thing, waiting for something to show up in the mail. There's going to be a good one this week.
Well,
You're going to like it.
I just did the opposite, actually, at home. I,
Killed your postman?
no. I did stop killing trees, though. Because I was annoyed at literally how much junk mail I get
totally.
in my mail. That's pretty much all I get. The occasional bill, but just so much junk mail. And I decided to finally do something about it and found a couple sites to get myself off of all the mailing
mailer
lists so I
things.
won't get, junk mail anymore. No more phone books just left again without my consent.
Cool.
No more pre-screened credit card offers. I think I've just reduced my mail carrier's delivery load to my house by 95%.
Wow.
What? Who needs real mail?
Start sending you postcards.
That's fine.
I would love that. It would be a wonderful gesture.
Not you.
Look, for him.
You already have a weird thing with your postman. I don't want to get in the middle of that.
He shops here sometimes, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. What sites did you go to?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure the links are still on my laptop. But it was from a legit site, like a .org, telling me where to go.
Strong.
But you can also go specifically to everybody gets those Valpak things. You can go to valpak.com and unsign up. Red Plum will stop all those weekly circulars that come to your house. Then there's a different one. What I learned about the phone books, because it really drives me crazy when they drop phone books off, is you have to go to the regional supplier, which there's a website where you can look up who your original supplier is, and then put your info in to get off of the credit card, or the phone book. And the credit cards is actually a joint thing from TransUnion and the other two big ones. It's basically FICO, and you can go to their website, and it's a collective agreement that you sign with them to no longer receive pre-screened credit card offers for 6 years.
It sounds like a lot of work.
No, it literally
dude.
it took me 10 minutes.
So worth it. Holy
It was
shit.
I found one
I don't know.
.org website.
Trees might not be worth it. Trees might not be worth 10 minutes. I got to think about it.
So you're not going to be a Green Party candidate later in life.
Oh, no. I mean, I will. I mean, I'll say anything for a vote. But
Okay.
The makings of a politician.
Yeah, because I think even Jenny and I had a discussion the other day, which was I had come home and there was a big fucking pile of junk mail just sitting on our kitchen table. And
Drives
it was
me
from-
crazy.
It was from maybe 2 days, 3 days, and I mean it's it's a solid 2 inches.
It's like
high.
that folded over and
Exactly.
all that shit in there.
bundles.
And it's 100% bullshit.
Yeah.
100% garbage. And she said something like, she's like, I got to clean the house this week. And I was like, no, you don't have to. And I literally just took the pile. I was like, just take this shit right here and put it right where it's going to go in the garbage. And then all of a sudden, it cleared up so much of the room, the visual space that it takes up.
So your house is not clean.
This house is clean.
So you know, it'd be great.
Birdo, I'm glad you're here. You know what I was thinking about recently?
Go on.
How's Comanche?
Yeah, we were talking about
Yeah,
Comanche. the other
Comanche,
day.
he's doing good.
We haven't talked about
Wait,
Comanche
wait.
in ages.
His voice trailed up. You sent him to the glue factory, you motherfucker?
No, he's doing good. He's living on a farm.
Upstate?
God damn it. Fuck.
No, in LaGrange. He's on a farm in LaGrange with the other horses.
Because you couldn't sell him when you tried.
It's true. No one wanted to buy him, so we're stuck with him.
Who wants a used horse?
It's a fair amount of people, to be honest. But he's doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'll pass on your words to him.
Good. We hadn't talked about him in a while. It just kind of wasn't a topic of conversation, and I worry about people and just want to make sure, and horses.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I want to make sure he's good,
No, he's doing very well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Can't tell if he's lying about the glue factory.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
he's alive.
It
He's
keeps
fucking
going
alive.
up.
I know.
The voice goes up. Comanche, if you hear this, nay twice. Tweet at us with your official Comanche Twitter that I forgot that I actually own the login to.
Did we make one?
Yeah, we
you
have a
did.
Comanche Twitter.
Yeah.
Find that shit.
I can't remember what it's called. I'll look it up.
Yeah, okay.
The real Comanche.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. No, because that was.
It might be at
pre-madness.
Comanche Hole. I'm not sure.
That sounds good. What are we talking about this? So this podcast, it is November officially, and we've got something coming up this month. We've got a couple things coming up.
Thanks
Bunch
for
of
giving.
things.
Thanks fucking giving. I'm sorry, what?
Bunch of things.
Yeah, true.
And but one thing that's coming up this month that we thought we would do, as we do every year, is talk about Black Friday.
The list.
That's right, Black Friday. If you're not familiar with Record Store Day, Black Friday.
No one
is-
backed me up there.
I was waiting to see what happened.
There's a Diana Ross alone. There's no Supremes behind me. We need a theme song for next year.
the way.
The list.
I don't get it. I don't
I don't know, it's-
What song are you referencing?
I'm not, really.
He's in a
Making
Diana
up a
Ross
list.
thing.
It's really hard to back you up.
I'm writing.
You're writing the jingle for Black Friday?
Yeah.
All right,
He's
we'll
like Brian Wilson, who just expects genius to happen when he doesn't tell anyone what's going on.
We'll do this, and then we'll sell it to Record Store Day.
Hey.
And then every record store can use it. So Black Friday is coming up on the 24th of November. For those of you who...
Believe?
well, I was going to say, for those of you who associate Black Friday with your traditional, your Stampede of shoppers and your midnight sales and, your Walmart fist fights and such. I guess we are actually piggybacking on that a little bit. But for Black Friday here
really.
at independent record stores, it's kind of like the little brother to Record Store Day, which, of course, happens in April.
So there's a list, which we're going to be talking about, and it is not as big as Record Store Day proper, which is in April. But it's just kind of it's a gentle nudge against your cheek that we're here, and we've got things to offer, too, on that big special shopping day.
Of course, in the same vein as Record Store Day, it is there to support independent record stores. It is to support musicians and indie artists and small businesses.
And let's just address the elephant in the room that people say about Record Store Day, that it's just a cash grab for labels. Sure, there are plenty of major label releases, but the vast majority of the releases are independent artists or independent labels just trying to do their thing and make cool shit.
So
Sure,
support their cash grab, too. It's Black Friday. The whole thing's a cash grab.
we are a
You could probably
business.
cut that.
Anyway, so for Black Friday, of course, same as Record Store Day, there are exclusive releases, limited edition vinyl pressings, even a couple CD pressings.
Don't forget about the humble cassette.
Are there cassettes this year?
There are.
Okay. So there are limited edition vinyl, CD, and cassette presses that are coming out on Black Friday for Record Store Day Black
So,
Friday.
Jibby, what are you looking forward to this Black Friday?
I'm very glad you asked that, Roberto. So there are a bunch of stuff that are coming out. You can see the list on our website, darksiderecords.com.
.com.
It's obviously also on recordstoreday.com. Mm-hmm. What did you say? .com again.
Oh, .com.
You can see the whole thing that's up there. Just so everyone is aware, the way the Record Store Day works is we get asked what we're going to have on Black Friday, and the truth is, we don't know.
Until it comes. We don't know. We order everything. We do our best to predict, and a synonym for predict what people would like to purchase. And but we don't know what we're actually going to get till it shows up because they are limited. We might order 30 of something and get 15, or we might order 20 of something and get 20. You never know. We might order 2 and get none. We will publish a list the night before of what we actually will have, and so you can make an informed decision about how early you feel you need to come.
And same as Record Store Day, we should warn you that we do get a line. Last Record Store Day, we did have people who camped out overnight. We've heard...
I hear
rumblings.
Some rumble in the jungle that may be occurring again. But I would also tell you, that's a small faction. Like, you know...
For Black Friday especially.
Yeah, you know, the
cold.
chance of weather being higher than in April.
If you plan on getting early, dress warm. It may be cold outside. It was like 90 degrees today.
We are not responsible if you die of exposure.
Legally?
I don't think we are.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
there'll
so.
be some red tape because they're on our property and stuff, but we'll have to move the body before the rest of the line gets there. But yeah, I don't think it's our fault.
Good to know. So dress warm. Come hang out outside.
There will be a porta potty.
There'll be a porta potty. We're working on some breakfast sandwiches and coffee in the morning.
In the morning.
But come as early as you feel appropriate. We do open at 9 a.m., and it will be first come, first serve. There will be a line, and it's just whatever your spot is in the line. It is 1 piece per person.
Per title. You don't just get to buy one thing, but you can't buy multiple copies or something because we don't like flippers, and they can go to hell.
And die.
That too. Presumably that happens if there were such a place.
Well, I mean, you know, could be like a Hellraiser scenario where he gets...
Does that mean there would be like a demon who like died by some sort of
They
vinyl
come and get
accident?
you, and they kind of pull you in hell by force.
Right, but aren't they like related specifically
opposed to
to a type of
voluntary?
death? You know, so like
Sometimes, yeah.
so the demon that we would have would be like some guy who like fell into a vinyl plant, so like he has like a vinyl record stuck in his head.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, and he like kills
Yeah.
you with a
Like a
needle,
broken shard of
stylus.
something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, and one of his hands spins, and it's a platter that he's sharpened, and he just uses it like a buzzsaw.
Nah, you take it too far.
Okay, don't steal my idea for my independent record store related horror movie that's gonna come out.
You and I with a handy cam. Like, Girk with like a record taped to his face.
Local indie filmmakers, hit me up.
We can get Fabio Frizzi to do the soundtrack.
Who you met recently?
I did.
How was that?
So good.
Well, you met Fabio Frizzi on Halloween, correct?
I did, yeah. That was how I spent my Halloween.
What'd you talk about?
Oh, he doesn't see. His English wasn't great. I mean, he's Italian.
Ah.
He was really impressed. I brought one of my like early Mondo pressings of the movie that he was doing that night, and he was very impressed with that. He said, "Oh, bella, like this is really nice, really nice."
No, I mean your wife. She comes with me now. Anyway, so let's talk about some things that are coming out on Black Friday. The list, like we said, is up on our website, and also we should mention the list is constantly being updated. There have actually already been a couple titles that got bumped.
Yep, some things, some omissions, and some additions. If you saw the early incarnation of the list, the Baroness Pick Disc series that were going to be released on Black Friday got pushed to, I want to say, second week of December. Those are 3 pick discs, 10 inches from Purple.
Like the singles, or
Yeah, it was 3, I believe. It was volumes 3, 4, and 5.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. They're still coming.
good talk.
They just got bumped from Black Friday.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know why.
As things do, that happens.
Yeah.
There was a Tori Amos release. Why Can't Tori Read, her first album that was supposed to be coming out on vinyl. We will have the CD.
I think it was the other way around.
The CD got bumped?
Yeah, CD got bumped. It was off, and now it's back on, but for a different date. Yeah,
So
I think the vinyl's still
Tory
fine.
fans.
So there might be a Tori. You might
maybe.
get something. We're not really sure.
There was a U2 edition. It's a 10-inch of songs from their upcoming new album for you U2 fans.
Now,
U2
is this 10-inch also forced upon you when you purchase an iPhone X? Does it come with the 10-inch, like,
I'm
in the
assuming.
phone?
I want to say if that was actually the case, I would have been much happier with it, truthfully. Much happier.
Do you have the X?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, as opposed to the forcing the
Oh,
album
the
onto the
digital,
digital library,
yeah,
like
yeah,
if they were
yeah.
like, here's a 10-inch, I'd be like, Okay.
I still have that shit on my phone.
Really?
Take
Like,
that shit off your phone.
I don't. You can't just delete it. I don't know
Yeah, you
how.
can.
Yeah, there's a way. It's just complicated.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to just delete.
Wait, you still?
I got all junk mail removed from my house.
I got the U2 album.
Listen,
that's the line.
Listen,
U2
which
the
is
line.
more important, assholes?
The U2.
So let's talk about some things that we're excited about.
Sure.
Some notable titles that are coming out.
Well, I did mention cassette,
Mm-hmm.
and although I don't listen to cassettes myself, I will be excited for the Ryan Adams Prisoner cassette edition. So his album from last year at this point, but
Was it?
was it last year or was it this year?
Yeah, it was early. I think it was
Early
like,
this year?
Early, like winter 2017.
You mean what's about to happen?
No. It was like February 2017.
Okay.
Okay.
Shut up. It's still winter.
Other winter.
The other winter.
First winter.
Winter is coming.
So yeah, that's coming out on cassette, which that's pretty cool. They're only making 1,200 of those.
That's cool.
And Ryan Adams fans are pretty rabid, so I think they'll go quickly. So there's a Papa John Creech for any blues fans out there. So that's going to be a nice LP reissue.
Which record?
The self-titled.
Okay.
So the one of the
I
classics.
was going to say,
It's not-
I'm only aware of a few of his
It's not
records.
long crawfish and whatever it's called, but it's another one of the early ones.
All right. It was a clutch, right? Isn't there?
Yeah, there's it's Pitchfork and Lost Needles. They're the rarities and B-sides record that's coming out as a pick disc on the Weathermaker label. So the Clutch Boys getting their own.
A lot of pick discs
A
coming
lot
out
of pick
lately.
discs, a lot of 10 inches this year. Not a huge fan of the 10-inch.
Or the pick disc. Well, I mean, they're cool to have. But
They're nice
Yeah.
to look at. Sometimes they sound perfectly fine. It's we're not talking about 80s era
why
pick
is this
discs
incense
here.
blowing toward me at all times? What the fuck is happening right now? I mean, granted, it's better than his feet, so I'll take it.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee,
Look,
ooh-wee.
yeah, count your blessings, buddy.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
One I'm excited about is a 12-inch that is coming out that is Danger Mouse with Run the Jewels and Big Boy, which was the song Chase Me from the movie Baby Driver. I loved Baby Driver. I think I may have mentioned this on multiple podcasts, or if you
No,
just
I
came
don't
into the
think
store,
so.
we have definitely talked about this.
still
Not
haven't
you and I,
I
meaning
still
we,
haven't seen
the royal we. You haven't seen Baby Driver?
Not yet.
Go see that shit, man.
It's actually on. I think I have it on like my iPad. I just haven't actually watched it yet.
Watch it on a big screen.
Well,
Worth it.
Fine.
Come over. We'll watch it
Okay.
anytime you want.
Okay.
Because I bought the Blu-ray.
Oh.
I buy like 2 Blu-rays a year. This was one of my Blu-rays this year.
Bill Maher just railed against that movie last night.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bill Maher had an opinion about something? That's strange.
Oh, that was pretty
Surprises
funny.
me.
So the song is going to be, the 12-inch is going to be for the song Chase Me, which is from the Baby Driver soundtrack. And if you purchase the Baby Driver soundtrack, you notice that this song only actually appeared on the CD version, not the LP version. So I look at this as kind of like, concluding the collection. So you can actually have the song and it completes your Baby Driver soundtrack on vinyl.
Oh, I've got my prediction for probably the biggest seller.
Ooh,
or maybe
okay.
some of the biggest fan drivenness this year.
Papa John Creech?
Nope. It is Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds live at Luther College.
Yeah.
Never on vinyl before. I think that shit is gonna be huge.
My vote was actually going to be, now that you said that, I'm immediately recanting my vote, but I was going to say the Gorillaz Humans on a 2-pick disc.
I think that'll be good, but
It's not going to be huge.
it doesn't
not
have
big.
the same gravitas that the live at Luther College will.
It's
Which is a
big.
box set. It's be a little pricey, but if you're a Dave collector, I think probably one of the holy grail records for Dave on vinyl. People fucking love that album.
So that's my Janine pick. Janine will love that. track.
Garofalo?
No,
Okay.
she's a listener.
Okay. Hi, Janine.
Hey, Janine. Are you Janine Garofalo and he's just not telling us?
She only comes here to buy Dave Matthews things. That's the
Oh.
one thing she comes to the store for.
There's a Game of Thrones thing. I saw that on the list, and I just can't find it right now, but it's inviting me. He just took my fucking list. How can I find it if I don't have a goddamn list?
Okay, tell me, speculate on it.
Well, I was looking forward to trying to get some clarification because there are a lot of Game of Thrones vinyl releases. Usually they release each season's score. Kind of like there was one a couple of record store days ago that was like compilation of score bits, and I'm a little confused. I'm going to buy it because it's Game of Thrones, But I'd like some clarification.
Are you referring to the Game of Thrones music from the HBO series from Water Tower Music? That's right here on the first page of the list that's in front of you. I'm just trying to help you find
Yes.
it. Is that the one?
That's the one.
The exact one? The Game of Thrones one? That's right there?
Yeah, that's it.
It's actually
Doesn't tell
no
me
help
what
at
it
all.
is. It does nothing
it's
for
no
me.
help.
But it's cool, and if you like Game of Thrones, you'll probably get it. There's a Tangerine Dream release. Lately, we've had a lot of success with Tangerine Dream. Like, a lot of the used stuff has been going pretty well.
Always does, yeah.
Yeah.
One I'm particularly excited about myself.
The Silver Linings Playbook soundtrack.
Yep, you called it. Love me some Brad Garrett.
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, sorry.
I remember that
Sorry.
movie very differently.
Well, I was because it has
Oh,
Jack
my
White on it.
playbook
Jack
is
White's
Silver
on it. You got to buy it.
And making out with Jennifer Lawrence was way weirder.
I actually didn't know that Jack White was on that soundtrack. So.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I did.
No, that's the White Stripes. Fell in Love with a Girl is the song they dance to at the end.
Cool.
Yeah, you never saw the movie. You fucking liar.
I did. I don't remember that scene though. No.
As I was saying before, I was shoved a playbook down my throat.
There's a silver lining, dude.
The silver lining of that is I'm excited about a piece, which is the Preservation Hall Jazz Band piece, which particularly cool because one of my favorite records of the year is the new Preservation Hall Jazz record, and so I went to New Orleans this summer for a record store conference for Record Store Day. A bunch of record stores get together, hash out some shit.
How many
yell at
times do you
some
fit
labels.
record store in a sentence there?
A lot. So the first night we were there was an event at Preservation Hall where they had the band come out and play for us and with Dan Auerbach, and it was pretty fucking cool. And what we learned after the fact was that they recorded it, and that is what's coming out for Record Store Day.
Oh, cool.
So I
is
was
cool.
at that show, pretty fucking stoked for that because it's,
It's like that time we were in that Coheed DVD.
yeah.
Nice.
It's like that time I was on the screen during a filming of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Look, you guys have your stories. I have mine. Okay.
So there is something I'm actually curious about this. And I'm excited because it has a word that I flagged when I was flipping through the thing, which is Studio Ghibli. The Vitamin
on.
String Quartet
Uh-huh.
is releasing like one of their, I don't know what that, it's like a tribute.
It's a
covers,
string quartet
It's a string quartet
version.
version of music from the world of Studio Ghibli.
That's cool.
Vitamin String Quartet's kind of weird. Like they're not always a sought after
they're
piece,
okay.
but compare that with the fact that it's very, very difficult to find Studio Ghibli scores or soundtracks on vinyl. Maybe it'll be a thing. Maybe it'll be a thing.
Would you say that you'll be spirited away by it?
I think I would probably be spirited away.
Would you?
Me and Totoro.
Would you also be Pokemon Go?
Oh, God. I knew it. Yeah, he had
Fucking
one.
nerds
He had
pushing your
one.
buttons.
That
Gandalf dies.
Harry Potter kills him. You actually raised a good point. That actually is one of the Black Friday first releases.
Right.
Which is a Record Store Day piece that you can come and pick up at an independent record store that will be coming out later on.
But correct me if I'm wrong, they have to have, in order for it to be out on Black Friday, it has to be like a different.
Yeah, something about it
Like
must be
limited or
different.
colored or
yeah,
something.
something different that makes it exclusive.
Right, right.
So, really quick, Berto. So, since you've been gone, something I've been trying to add to the podcast.
I was going to do that.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
We're adding a 30 break in the podcast. So we're doing an ad that's going to be at the 30-minute mark, and since we don't have any sponsors, we're just going to do we're gonna do ads for our own things. This one is you
Fap
this
naps?
week. No. This week, I need you to do a quick 30-second ad for the vinyl starter kit. Go.
Okay, so this week's episode is brought to you by the Vinyl Starter Kit available here at Darkside Records because we like to suck our own dicks.
What?
I'm sorry, what? I say I gotta
No
kill time.
sponsor is gonna like that, except if it's like a fleshlight as a
Fatnap.
sponsor.
Fatnap.
Yeah, Fatnap, man. Okay.
Take two.
You can't. You gotta go. This is a straight read. Just go through.
This week's episode is brought to you by the Vinyl Starter Kit available here at Darkside Records. If you are just getting into vinyl, want to get into vinyl, need a gift for somebody for the holidays, you know, the Hanukkahs, the Christmases, the what have you coming up, the Easter, That's coming up.
Festivus.
Festivus.
I hope you have a happy what have you.
Exactly. So it includes a Audio-Technica turntable,
Gonna
2
start the
powered
timer now.
speakers. You get a record brush that's helpful for keeping your shit clean,
Give you regular.
and you also get a gift card for vinyl. You can use here in the store. It's an awesome package. It's really popular every single year. People love this. It's going to be huge. It's huge.
No, I know where you're going.
Has it not been 30 seconds yet?
It's been way over.
Where can they find it?
Here. God damn it. They can find it here at Darkside Records, 611 Duchess Turnpike, Poughkeepsie.
And if they want more information, where can they find it?
DarksideRecords.com.
Beautiful. We'll probably have to work on it a couple more podcasts.
Well, yeah, you
Before we
just
get
threw
a
this
sponsor.
at me. You didn't, yeah.
Squarespace is not gonna be having this shit.
Squarespace, you're having this shit.
Okay, so back to titles that are coming out for Record Store Day. Sticking on the Record Store Day exclusive pieces, there's going to be a Twisted 7-inch
I was actually going to ask you about this kombucha.
for all the Juggalos. There's actually 2 Juggalo-related
There are.
Record Store Day pieces.
Can you start the background for the Great Malenko? Isn't that the whole thing where they just keep saying Great Malenko over and over?
You want me to make the beat? Oh, I'll put it in the background.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's good. We're good.
Okay, so there's going to be 2 Juggalo-related pieces. There's the Twisted 7-inch for Ain't Been Right, and of course, the 20th anniversary of Insane Clown Posse's The Great Malenko, coming out on a 2 LP. There's also going to be Prodigy has a 12-inch coming out. I should point out, not the electro dance band from England. This is Prodigy of Mobb Deep. He's putting out a 12-inch for Keep It Thorough. If Girk was here, he could give a lot more information about this.
Probably. There's also some Jay Dilla things, right? There's like
Yeah.
2 Jay Dilla volumes coming out.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, just wanted some clarification.
That's that.
That was
Volume
a
1
question
and
mark.
Volume 2, to be exact.
Oh,
Dilla Delights.
yes, that's what it is.
Another piece I'm excited about. It's an RSD first piece, but I do believe it's coming on colored vinyl. Is The Doors Absolutely Live? So that is the classic first live Doors album. Jim Morrison is a maniac on it, and I believe it's being pressed on like midnight blue vinyl, sort of like the cover, where he's if he's sort of faded into the background a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's like a very...
It's like blue and black,
blurred
sort of,
photo,
almost like
yeah.
the Johnny Cash San Quentin. But I think that's going to be a cool piece. And I couldn't find it on the list to say what particular sect of the release it is, but I think it might be a regional release that we've definitely ordered, which is the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band 7-inch.
That's for 16 tons.
Yes, which is a cover, but I was really excited about when I first read it. So, and I should also point out that there's going to be 100 of them that are autographed by Reverend Peyton and randomly distributed. So,
Cool.
Just him or the damn band, too?
I think it's actually just him. So, yeah, I
Okay.
think it's just billed under his name.
Cool.
So, for any video game fans out there, the Elder Scrolls score is going to be on vinyl. Skyrim, Atmospheres.
Sky rim job.
I'm making fun of your silver linings.
There's going to be a Bill Hicks piece that's
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out,
that's a good one.
which I'm excited about. I am a huge Bill Hicks fan, and doesn't have a lot of stuff that comes out on vinyl. So I'm always excited when I see something come through.
Yeah, absolutely.
He had an LP press earlier this year for Rant in E minor, which was an album that like in constant rotation for me for a good portion of my life. So I was happy to pick it up on vinyl, and I'll be happy to pick this one up when it comes out on Record Store Day as well.
One I'm excited about, the Bernie Worrell piece, All
Yeah.
the Woo in the World. Bernie Worrell, one of the founding members of Parliament Funkadelic. So keeping it nasty. That's gonna be a fun one.
Indubitably.
I'll speak for Girk. I'm pretty sure Girk is.
I feel like you just were. But
well,
continue.
I mean, I'm generally excited about it too, but this one is specifically a Girk piece. The High Times Presents LP on pot leaf green vinyl.
Yeah, that actually features songs from Snoop Dogg, Zilly Marley, Tosh One, Pell Belly, and Mac.
Who's
Lucci?
Zilly
I
Marley?
was just gonna say, who's Zilly Marley?
that
Zilly?
like-
Did I say
He
Zilly?
said Zilly. You're so silly.
He's silly, Marley. But they're all unreleased tracks from all those artists, so that's a good one to burn one. It's gonna be very popular in Massachusetts. Look. I'm you don't hit a home run, but you miss every shot you don't swing at. Okay. Sports.
The Mets philosophy.
I really enjoyed. They did that one that was the walking through an LSD trip. It was either
the Timothy Leary piece.
Yeah, with either Record Story this past one or it was a somewhat recent one. But that one I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
that's a fun piece.
That's you got to be a little calm for that one.
There's going to be speaking of other Gurk picks. There's going to be a limited edition die cut pick disc of Baby Groot.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Can't believe Berto didn't mention that one yet.
I saw it on there. I'm not into the pick disc, so I kind of glanced over it.
Not even a Baby
It's
Groot?
Baby Groot, man.
You named a dog after it.
He's adorable.
I named a dog after Big Groot, but no, he's adorable. I admit. Yeah.
Pre-movie or post-movie?
I think pre-movie. I got him. He's been with 2 years now. So yeah, it was probably post-movie.
It was post.
Yeah.
Because the first Guardians was definitely longer than that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a Twisted Sister, a Twisted Christmas. That's another Record Store Day first piece. That's the Tigman pick of Black Friday. There's going to be a Sublime 2 LP version of 40 Ounces to Freedom.
I saw that. That should be cool.
Dude, classic
We get
album.
asked for that all the time.
Yeah.
Like people love Sublime vinyl.
And they just did a couple of Sublime represses earlier this year.
Cool 12-inch. We got the Queen 12-inch of We Are the Champions
My friend.
and We Will Rock You. So like you're getting the two classics on one thing right there.
I feel like there have been a couple that they've done where it's been Queen like single reissues.
Have there?
There's been at least one. I'm trying to remember what it was. I want to say it was like We Are the Champions or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, there was a Bohemian Rhapsody. You're right.
But it was just a 12-inch. It was like a repress of the 12-inch single
Yeah,
version.
yeah. For you Beatles fans out there, there's the McCartney series.
The holiday
yeah.
series.
Yeah, so there's like 7 different McCartneys, and I think they're all pretty damn limited.
We're going to be getting some phone calls about that.
Yep. I think so. If you're in for the
Pretty
McCartneys, pretty early, you're gonna want to show up.
There's going to be a Notorious B.I.G. 12-inch of Hypnotize.
What about the DMC piece? Daryl McDaniels of Run DMC coming out with his first solo album. But there's a 12-inch coming out that's got a whole bunch of like features that he did. It's him and a whole bunch of guests that he that I don't think you would expect to be with him. And yeah, it's a cool piece.
And you got sort of first dibs on this. You got an exclusive look at it when you went to the Record Store Day summer camp earlier this year. Is that
I
correct?
did, and I got to meet and take a picture with Daryl. He was a motivational speaker at the camp, and it was fucking awesome.
Did he motivate you?
It did. It was actually like they kind of brought him in the middle of a day when it was like, you know, just a whole bunch of meetings all day long, and you're like really liven the room back up because he was talking about growing out, starting out with hip hop, and you know his roots for it all. It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
And the artwork on the cover, I can't remember the artist's name, but the artwork is the same guy who does the artwork for The Walking Dead.
There's going to be another piece that I'm excited about.
Is it the Snoop Dogg piece? It is the Snoop Dogg piece. I
Never
know.
Left by
Never
Snoop Dogg.
Left.
It's not, but also a good piece. There's going to be a piece coming out from Dimebag Darrell.
Oh yeah,
Saw that, yeah.
The hits. It's going to accompany a Dime Vision DVD that is coming out that is some unreleased footage of Dimebag, I guess from the Damage Plan era, but maybe some other Pantera stuff. It's basically just, you know, he loved doing these like the Pantera home videos and shooting things, and so it's just a collection of funny stuff that he wanted to do. But apparently there are, I believe, 5 unreleased songs that are going to be on this 12-inch.
that's cool.
So you can get some rare Dimebag Darrell pieces for all you Pantera fans.
Has anybody seen the pictures of the Anthrax 7-inch?
I have not.
No.
It's pretty cool. So lately here we've got a small tasting of some old school die cut pick disc 7-inches.
That's right.
Like we just had the Creeping Death,
Yeah, the
was
Metallica one, right?
Metallica,
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
what was the one? We had the Toto Africa, which fucking blew up. So they're doing a die cut 7-inch of the Anthrax logo, which I think will be pretty cool.
I just saw this one. There's a reissue of Leonard Nimoy's Mr. Spock's music. From
I was
Outer
going to bring this
Space.
one up for you.
That should be pretty cool. I believe I have an original pressing somewhere, but it's just a fun kind of item for Trekkies. And
Yeah. We got
Fans of
an,
Leonard Nimoy.
we got an original a few months back and like made an Instagram post about it, and the shit blew up.
Yep. Yeah, his stuff's hard to come by.
Yeah.
It wasn't really widely pressed when it came out. It was just kind of like an experimental.
I want to say that might have been the first time we ever had that one, and I think it was
We
gone
had
within
that one.
48 hours.
There's two
Okay.
records he'd put out that I know of, right? And I think we had an older one.
There's going to be an Isaac Hayes release, The
that's
Spirit
cool.
of Memphis. The world-famous soul singer Isaac Hayes influenced thousands of musicians over his multi-decade career. And
also Shaft.
working for Stax Records and writing such classics as Soul Man and Shaft.
Shaft.
So this is going to be a 2 LP set on colored vinyl
You're damn right.
that is meant to honor the man after he passed away in 2008.
Berto, what about this Danny Elfman piece?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, the Forbidden Zone, right?
Yeah.
So the Forbidden Zone was a 1980 bizarre and musical tale of a girl who travels to another dimension through the gateway found in her family's basement.
Stranger Things?
The Gate?
Ninth
Or,
Gate?
or, you know, Narnia for weird 80s people. But the differentiation that I find interesting that I noticed on here is it's not just Danny Elfman. It's Danny Elfman in the Knights of the Oingo Boingo. So it's Oingo Boingo Danny Elfman,
Right.
kind of before he started really doing movie scores.
Interesting. Cool.
So that'll be interesting. I've never seen the movie.
I don't think I've even heard of the movie.
I do like Danny Elfman's scores. I did, Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's Batman films.
If
But I've
it's-
never seen
if
the
it's
Forbidden
Tim
Zone.
Burton, he did it.
Not true. They got in a fight after Nightmare Before Christmas, and he did not do Ed Wood.
Really?
Yeah, they had a little kerfuffle.
I take back what I said.
I enjoyed Danny Elfman's scores, so I will probably check that out.
There's going to be a repress of Janis Joplin's greatest hits. A pretty classic rock album for a lot of people. And I think
Another one that always goes used.
yeah, exactly. Like, in fact, I think that's on Jenny's Record Store Day list. There's going to be 2 Willie Nelsons, 2 LPs from Uncle Willie, Spirit and Yesterday's Wine, both on LP.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot about this one. One of my favorite Neil Young records of all time is going to finally be repressed.
Totally.
It was only ever pressed in the UK and Germany, and that is Neil Young's Harvest Moon.
That's one I'm excited for as well.
That's what, 1994?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Wow, I thought it was way earlier than that for some reason.
Are you thinking of Harvest, not Harvest Moon?
No, for some reason I thought Harvest Moon came out was earlier in his career.
No,
I don't
it's
know- I don't know
definitely
why.
90s.
90s. Yeah, I think I have a bootleg of it. It was never released.
I got the original, but I can't remember if this is colored. It probably isn't because it's Neil. Also in my wheelhouse, and I know a bunch of our customers, the Frank Zappa 12-inch of Lumpy Gravy.
Ooh.
So always fun day with Uncle Frank. So there's the Toto 10-inch of Hold the Line, which what happened when we were trying to figure this one out? Did we not realize that he was saying hold the line?
That's correct.
Yeah, because what do we think it was?
Hold the line. Love isn't always on time.
Yeah.
I thought the song was Love Isn't Always On. I didn't know that he was actually saying it in the beginning.
Hold the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was going like, hold the line.
Which is not a thing you could really get away with anymore. It's sort of irrelevant. There's no corded phone.
Wait. Hold on. I thought that was actually referring to like some sort of military thing, like hold the line.
No.
Like your military,
Well,
like
that is
guys,
something that
you
is
hold
said in the military.
right, but that's what I thought that it's referring to, not a telephone.
I think it's more of a telephone reference because like hold the line.
Yeah, stay on the
Love
line.
and always on time.
Then you would get off the line because they might call later. This is
No.
before call waiting.
Well, or they're saying hold the line. Don't get on the fucking line. You got to leave it open.
So don't
So
hold the line. Get off the
line.
line.
Do hold the line.
No,
hold the
don't
line.
hold the line.
Hold the line open.
No,
It's all about
That's
sub.
not- you
With
don't-
Toto, it's all about subtext. That shit was never about Africa.
Someone to clarify for this. Clarify this for us. Okay, go on Twitter. Use the hashtag Darkside Podcast. Tell us who's right. I think it's the military reference.
Hashtag Toto subtext.
Who's holding the line?
Pre-call waiting. Enough said.
Ziggy Marley's got a thing. Love is my religion.
Oh my God. When I was in Jamaica, that song was on nonstop. It was like they only played Marley family music.
Zilly
wherever
too?
we were.
Zilly and Ziggy?
You didn't hear that much Zilly. You heard a lot of Ziggy, not so much
Interesting.
Zilly.
He was really the underground kid.
Zilly doesn't get enough credit.
He doesn't.
That's really that's the problem.
Damien, Ziggy,
Uh-huh.
even the wife.
The wife Marley. That's her name.
Didn't she have a record?
Rita?
Rita, yeah.
She did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no Zilly.
Yeah, Love Is My Religion, I remember hearing. I also remember hearing this guy, Protege, who had this song that Ziggy not Zilly, was also on all the time, and just like, Bob Marley's greatest hits. It was just in constant rotation while we were there. At the Drive-In has a release coming out. It is a 10-inch. It is a RSD first.
I think it's new music, right?
It is. And in fact, they just put out a new record this year, and this is more new music from them. This is a 10-inch. It's got 3 new tracks, and it is on a Coke bottle green with Bone Splatter LP. And as a bonus, 100 copies will be pressed on black doublemint vinyl and randomly inserted. So there's a chance you could get a random cool variant.
Is it Silver Linings Playbook?
Join us next podcast when we break down every track of the Silver Linings Playbook soundtrack. I'll throw another one out for Girk.
Okay.
It's Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, Kings of Crunk. The classic, 2002, 2003 Lil Jon record?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody do a better Lil Jon, please.
No.
Yeah. I went Cosby. Fuck.
There's going to be a 7-inch from Gone Is Gone. If you didn't hear about Gone Is Gone's album that came out earlier this year, Gone Is Gone is a side project. It's got members of Mastodon, Queens of the Stone Age, and At the Drive-In. It'll be a red 7-inch with 2 tracks, including a live cut. So if you're a Mastodon fan, this one's for you. I guess, or a Queens of the Stone Age fan.
Yeah. That too.
Or an At the Drive-In fan.
That too.
Any one of those. If you're a fan of any of those 3, or a combination thereof, this might be for you.
Or you just like to buy shit.
Or if you just like to buy shit, this could be for you as well.
Cool.
Okay, so that's a taste of some of the stuff that's coming out for Black Friday. We, of course, will be putting out a Black Friday podcast. We're going to record live on Black Friday. We'll share some interviews with people who are going to be here at the store. We're going to share some fun stuff. It's going to be a great day. Come by. We open at 9 o'clock. Like we said, there will probably be a line, so plan ahead. Dress warm. It might be cold. In addition to all the usual Record Store Day limited edition pieces that we're going to have on stock, we're going to have an in-store sale.
Yeah, stay tuned.
We'll post all of it on our website and in the Facebook group. We're going to send out the menu the night before that's going to have everything that we will actually have on hand on Black Friday. So go look at the list, get, whet your appetite, you could say, and then check back again on our website or on our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook event that you can RSVP to. As soon as we have our list, we're going to put it out there so you can see everything that we'll have in stock, and then you can come get it on Black Friday.
That sums it up.
In the meantime, we've got other stuff that's coming up this month. We've got a coloring night. We've got an open mic. We've got live music. We have a bunch of stuff that's always going on at the store. So, same as Black Friday, hit up our website. Come get some free stuff. Come hang out. We do it for you.
And don't forget to download our brand new mobile app so that you can always have a little bit of D in your pocket.
Did we finally do the app thing?
Yes.
Nice. Cool. Great.
Go to the App Store, either platform, Google or Apple, Android or Apple. Download it. You can preview music in the store, anywhere you are. You can even buy shit right from the app. And do it. Help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
It's a thing.
Do it.
You got your apps and your meat, app meat, fap, nap.
Nope.
Too late. Wait, why wasn't that the sponsor? Why wasn't that the 30-second
That's
sponsor?
what I was just going to say.
All right, so that's it for this month's podcast here. We'll be back in a couple weeks with our live at Black Friday podcast. We hope to see you on Black Friday. Come out, say hi, check out Berto's Dropping Shit. Come out and check out some cool exclusive releases that we'll have on hand, a sale. We're going to have a special sale the following day. The following day is actually going to be Small Business Saturday. It's going to be a totally different sale than the one that's going on Friday for Black Friday. You can get all the info, you know where. DarksideRecords.com.
You talking about the internet?
Here they have that on computers now. Remember, if you enjoy this podcast, head on over to the iTunes store or whatever your particular podcast platform is. Leave us a rating. I don't want to tell you how many stars to leave, but it should be 5 or more. And the good ratings that you give us help us get discovered by other people. So it helps us get out there and share this, whatever this is, with other people around the world. So if you're feeling nice, go leave us a review. On behalf of Darkside Records, as always, I'm JB.
I'm JJ.
I'm Berto.
Thanks for listening.
We're sorry. And we'll see you in the Rex.
Oh, that's so good. We've been searching for a sign off this whole time. I
See
wanted
you
to
in
go
the
with.
racks.
See you in the Rex.
I
Like
wanted.
Iraq.
Oy,
Yeah, my grandfather.
Like
Iraq
racks?
and Iran. And
Or isn't it bins?
I rolled right over.
There's no racks with bins. There's some racks.
It's just not going to go over well. That's the problem.
And then the paladins show up.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal.
What?
Remember he did the Prince of Persia movie?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of an obscure reference.
forgot that happened.
Sorry. All right, so thanks for listening. Try it out again.
Set me up again.
Okay.
See you in
okay.
Iraq.